If you're someone who gets sick very often and you experience these intense flus, fevers, and common colds, there's actually a way to reduce the intensity of your colds. Now, when I was a young kid, when every time I got sick, it was so intense that I couldn't do anything. I just laid on the bed and was in such pain and suffering and felt so uncomfortable, and back pain, headaches, mucus, all these uncomfortable symptoms. So you need to understand that when every time you get sick, the inflammation in your body is also high, and there's a way to reduce your inflammation in general so that you actually are more inflammation free when you're actually healthy, and that also can combat those intense colds and flus. So before we get into how to actually reduce the inflammation in your body, let me tell you what I did in the past. So I used these herbs, roots, and plants to try to reduce the cold. Ginger, turmeric, garlic, honey, these sorts of things. But ultimately, those herbs and plants don't actually reduce the inflammation that much. And also I have to mention that when you eat these things like honey or like fruits, you think that fruits are good when you are sick, or when you eat carbs, those actually don't help you at all. So you need a way to decrease the inflammation in your body, and carbs are actually increasing the inflammation in your body. So we're getting to a point here. When you eat, the inflammation in your body goes up. So prevent eating. The most effective thing you can do when you're actually sick is fast. So go without food, or simply eat only proteins and fats. That's the thing. When you eat proteins and fats, you kind of mimic the fasting state, and that helps reduce the inflammation in your body. In general also, this is a very good tactic to prevent getting sick all the time. The reason I'm speaking about this now is actually because I'm sick now. I got a light flu fever now, because obviously things like stress and those things also influence how often you get sick and stuff like that. But yeah, obviously for me, I know where this came from. I was stressed a couple days ago, so it also creates this aggressive swing in your system, in your body system. I don't know how to explain it in detail, but stress also creates that giant swing in your body that can cause you to get sick after a period of stress, you know. The point is, we want to reduce the intensity of our flus. So the best thing you can do is cut out the carbs and fast actually, or do a fasting mimicking diet. So eat only like meat, eggs, and fats. That's a very effective way to reduce the inflammation. And also I need to mention hydration. So drink lots of water, even take a pinch of salt and eat salt, because you need to hydrate actually. Okay? So don't drink plain water that doesn't have any minerals or stuff like that. You know, add minerals to your, or drink mineral water and also add salt to your water. So lots of drinking, fasting, that's actually a very effective way to heal fast and reduce the aggressiveness of your colds. So this is it for today's video. Hope you are well, don't get sick, and see you tomorrow again. Ciao.